Hello everyone, this is Riyadh from VGCom here. Today we are going to get S rank on the Investigate BAWS Arsenal 2 mission in Chapter 1 of Armored Core 6. Before we get into the mission, we're going to go over my build. So in my right hand I've got a pulse gun, the HI-16 GU-Q1. In my left hand I've got the pile driver, PB-033M Ashmead, and on my back I've got two Songbird missile launchers. As for the frame, I've got the Melander head, the VP-40S core, the ELTA-10 for Mesa arms, and the LG-11 Melander legs. As for the booster, I got the ABJ-137 Kikaku, which is a booster specializing for melee attacks. The FCS is the FC-008 Talbot, which is good for close range targeting, and for my generator I got the VP-20D, which has a lot of EN output. But I'll show you how I use them in the mission. As the mission begins, you want to use Assault Boost to zoom over to the mission area as quickly as you can, because time is of the essence for all S rank criteria in every mission. However, when you get down here, you want to save up some EN at the very last platform before the gap, which I do right here, and then you want to use Assault Boost to get and aim for the top left corner of this frame here. If you just fly straight, you'll be able to avoid all the beam shots of this annoying stealth enemy. Afterward, you want to drop right down beside them and use a charged up pile driver attack to one-shot them. The pile driver, if you fully charge it before you attack, will always one-shot these stealth enemies. Now, it's a little bit difficult to do that in the end part of this mission, but for all the lead up, you can one-shot every single one of the stealth enemies. Next, you want to hop over there on that curved building, fly over with Assault Boost behind this fellow, and then one-shot them. You want to let your pile driver recharge a bit before you head down here where the third stealth enemy is located. Afterwards, you want to hit them right in the face just like you did with the other two, more or less. I took a little bit of damage there, but it's worth the damage trade because those guys don't hit very hard. So in this next area, you have to deal with 3 stealth enemies. The first one is on top this round building. You pop down behind them, do a scan, then do a charged pile driver attack to one-shot them. The next 2 foes are over here. There's a melee one down here, which you can take out just like so. I do get hit by a laser, but you can circle around down at the bottom before hopping up, and then hitting him with the pile driver. Thankfully, the pile driver's recharge time is fairly low, so you could use it somewhat frequently. Now next comes the tricky part. This is where you'll need the Songbirds, or rather where I needed them. If you have good shoulder weapons, you could definitely use them. However, I could not complete this mission and get S rank before beating the final chapter. The final mission in this chapter. You need to beat Baltius, the boss of Chapter 1, before you can get the pile driver or the Songbirds. That's very important. So I came back after doing so to get S rank on this mission because I just couldn't before that point because I just didn't have the right equipment. But anyway, you want to hop down here and get ready to fight 4 of the stealth enemies. You want to avoid fighting the melee one at the bottom. Focus on taking out the ones at around the rim that are using ranged attacks. So I'm focusing on that wall because I figured out one always spawns on this wall. So you can hop over there and use a total of 4 Songbird missiles, 1 shot from each missile launcher, for 4 total missiles to take them out. I find that it's kind of hard to hit them with the pile driver when they're on the wall. So that's why I chose to use the Songbirds. Their ammo their ammo cost is quite high. However, I think that it's worth it if you could take out the stealth mechs on the walls efficiently with them. So as you're waiting for them to reveal their position, just keep flying around, keep moving around so that they can't get a lock on you. I've taken out 2 of the 4 in here so far, and there is 1 more of the stealth enemies left. And there's the last one. Also, you don't have to scan for these guys. If you see them shoot the laser, you could approach their position and just get right up to them, and if you get close enough, their stealth will drop. So I don't use any scanning, I just fly right up to where I know they are, and once they reveal themselves, I will use my songbirds from point blank range to take them out. So here is where the pulse gun comes in. This fellow down here has a pulse shield, which is pretty annoying if you don't have a weapon that's optimized for taking out a pulse shield like a pulse gun does. If you have a pulse blade, that also works. However, I prefer the pile driver because it just does more damage. So I use that in combination with the pulse gun while frequently dodging, and then bam! You can one-shot them with a charged pile driver attack once they are staggered.
Seems that's the last of them.
And as Walter said, that is the last of them. We will take a look at the end mission screen just so you can see the criteria. If you complete this mission in under 6 minutes, that should be good enough in terms of time taken. And for the repair cost, you need to take less than 5,500 or so. And for ammo cost, you need to spend at least less than 11,000. And with that, you should get S rank, just like I did. If this video helped you out, please leave a like and consider subscribing. It really helps out the channel. I know this mission is kind of tricky, so make sure to complete the final the final mission of chapter 1 first before you tackle this one. Otherwise, you'll have a hard time, as I did. Anyways, thanks for watching and happy hunting, fellow mercenaries.